Hello, 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 hello. Did you break? Oh, you broke. Did it break? What is going on here? That ain't good. That ain't good. That ain't good. I've just had my first Prusa fail in a while. Okay, we're gonna be fixing the Prusa maybe. Gundam. I need to take a picture. I need thumbnail pictures. Today has been completely hectic. I originally had a plan for something to do today on the stream, but it legit, like, not saying it fell apart, but it's like the last minute, everything just got stupid busy. And, should I make the Mr. Beast face? Oh, look at me, I'm a YouTuber. Oh, God. I cannot eat it. It's pizza. What pizza? Pizza Hut delivered to my... Wait, Pizza Hut delivered my pizza wrong? You cannot eat it and now I'm sad. Well, call and complain and get new pizza. By the way, the fun thing about doing a full scale or a 110 scale Gundam, you can use it to hold your gamer subs. So if you're thirsty, you can use your Gundam to hold your gamer subs. Send that to my gamer subs rep. Get some more gamer subs. Hi, it's Saturday night. I feel tired. It's been a crazy day. This is the 144 scale Gundam, by the way. Vlad gifted a community membership. Cheers and appreciated. Thank you. Okay. Get these arms out. Come on. There we go. Okay. So that's one arm. It's like, come apart without breaking. Come apart without breaking. I don't want to break everything. So yeah, so if you are a channel member or a Patreon supporter, or you find the Twitch channel and you throw a Twitch sub, or Twitch Prime, tomorrow's video, which is about the Gundam, is up early for channel supporters. So if you want to see the videos of tomorrow today, you can do that by subscribing, by being a channel member. Or you might luck out and somebody might gift you a channel membership on the stream today. Who knows? Weirder things have happened. Weirder things have happened. Piece is going to fall off. You want to know something really cool about the centerpiece? You ready? It's not going to fall off. I'm going to tease you. This is for tomorrow's video. Oh. It's so you can get at the cockpit. It's supposed to lock in place, but I got to shim it. It doesn't really lock properly because it's like the stupid pivoting action doesn't quite work. It's supposed to like lock, but I got to shim it up. So it's secure. It ain't going anywhere. This whole thing is like, I wouldn't want to use it like, but it's designed to be looked at. It's meant to be looked at. Should you go watch it now? I mean, if you want, but don't leave the stream. Sorry, I'm Today has been crazy. Today has been a very busy day. We got, next week is vacation. Don't worry, I'll still be here. But next week's like family vacation stuff. So family's coming into town. So we're like doing a whole bunch of like, not spring cleaning, but we're like cleaning up a bunch of stuff and getting rid of a bunch of old clothes from the little guy and whatnot. And like, you know that closet that you use for storing stuff? You know the junk drawer? Everyone has a junk drawer. You go in your kitchen, you got your junk drawer. I cleaned out the junk drawer today. Like that kind of stuff. I've been doing stuff like that all day. And it's like, the problem is with having a German Shepherd, every time you clean up an area you haven't looked at in a while, it's just filled with dog hair. And you're like, how did that get dog hair in there? And you're like, you just stop questioning it after a while. So like everything is just, yeah. Ooh. That ain't good. What happened here? What happened here? Okay, I unloaded the filament. Oh, it's all gummed up. What happened? Oh, did it like break? I think the filament broke. I've never seen that happen. I think the filament broke. That is weird. Let's feed you back in. See if it'll actually heat up. I mean, this has a... Oh, yeah, no, it broke. No, it's jammed. It's... Okay, that's gonna need some fixing. Okay, tonight on the live stream, we fix a Prusa. Make some room here. That ain't good. What happened? It is not sucking filament in. Okay, let's see. Okay, so that's that. Continue. Okay, we might have to do some actual faffing about with this. I got a neat Simpsons CD from Half Price Books today, music from the good times of the Simpsons. Oh, wow. That's classic. Like, are we talking like, is it like the theme songs type stuff? Or, oh yeah, that's... Okay, we gotta cool this down. I gotta take that whole nozzle out. The nozzle is jammed. That's weird. I'm just gonna pull the whole nozzle out. Let it cool down for a bit. For the fix a Prusa fun. I don't want to be fixing a Prusa. I've got... Here, let me go grab the bin of parts. Let me go grab the bin of parts. Where is it? Downstairs. So I have been printing since Monday or Tuesday, I think. I took a day or two off printing. Let's take a look here. This is like printing parts for a couple days. I gotta wait for the nozzle to cool down because unfortunately it heated up, so I gotta wait for that to cool. Yeah, this is all the waste, like the hips and the waist for the Gundam. It is not a crazy amount of parts, but it's actually quite a bit of part. It is a surprising amount of parts for this thing. And I haven't even started the legs yet. The legs are going to take forever. Andrew, 3.5 years. Damn. Although I'm probably actually going to have to hit up my my Prusa rep and get more filament. They sent me 6 boxes of filament. They sent me 10 kilograms of white PLA, 5 kilograms of blue, 5 kilograms of CF PET G, 5 kilograms of anthracite gray, 5 kilograms of red, and 5 kilograms of yellow. The red and the yellow, I probably only needed like 2 kilograms, but they just gave me 5. But the anthracite gray, the CF PET G, I am just chewing through that filament. And I'll be honest, it's not like it's a bunch of it's in support material. It's like, no, it's it's being used. It is. I need to put a new blade on this. Do I have extra blades? I should have extra blades. I should have extra blades. I gotta find where I put all my extra blades for this. I know I have them somewhere. I'll find them later. Also, I found this. I found a jar that was full of like old coins. And I found silver. Christmas Joy 1984 1 ounce Troy silver 999 fine national. And it's product of Canada. Look how it's still shiny, you know it's tarnished. So I don't know what an ounce of silver is worth, but cool. Real money. No money is real. We just assign value to random stuff. Even the gold standard is dumb. You can make gold. I watched it was a documentary series of 2 brothers, something about a mom. They figured out how to make gold. It wasn't that big of a deal. $50? That's not bad. I mean, I'll be honest, I'd rather find $50 because, like, I don't know where to bring silver to sell it. I don't know what you do with silver. By the way, for all the people that commented on the, why do you need a scraper? You got flex plates. Well, flex plate don't work when the thing is 1 layer thick of PETG. So you get your handy dandy panda edge. Oh, like a glove. There we go. Okay, so now I gotta take that nozzle out. And Boolean. Ooh. Boolean is such a fun word. So I keep meaning to print that stupid jig that's supposed to make it easier to take the nozzle off of Prusa, but I never do. So I always have to use like a vise, and it gets annoying real quick. Also, the fact that my stupid wrench doesn't fit on half these nozzles because they're I let them cool and then they have gunk buildup on them. Okay. That nozzle's not even tight. That's probably part of the reason this doesn't work too good. Something you put in your soup. It is. Bouillon is something you put in your soup. Oh yeah, this nozzle is... Okay, what's going on here? What's going on here? Why are you loose? You should be tight. Okay, what's going on? Oh, ow! I had to stab myself. Why are you? Oh yeah, you got. That's why you got filaments stuck in you. What's going on here? Let's go. Come on. Ah. Well, there's your problem. Now, how do I get that out? I mean, I could just cut it flush. I mean, that's really the only option. And then put the nozzle back in, heat it up, and then hopefully it'll push through. Yeah, we'll have to do that. Okay. Come on. You know, I gotta take this sock off. Come on. There we go. There we go. Okay, there we go. And I get my little doodad wrench. So how's everyone doing today? Anything exciting going on a what's the exciting word on the street today? What's new and exciting in the world of 3D printing? What is the current hotness in the world of 3D printing? What's the current trend? What are you printing right now? Who is your daddy and what does he do? I've never had a filament break like that. It literally just broke right in front of the nozzle, like right before the thing. I've never seen that happen, I'll be honest. There we go. Okay, so you do that. You do that. Okay, load the filament. Okay. Do your little shindig. Petchy. Spool holder 2.4 open source 5-axis 3D printer was it recently released. Okay. I saw a little bit of that. Does it come with a slicer? Like, am I able to just throw a benchy STL on it and hit slice and it'll automatically figure it out? Because that's the thing. People have come out with, like, I don't want to sound negative, but building a 3D printer that can move in 5-axis is, it's cool, but it's anyone can do it. It's the software side of things. Use Mastercam, like, you know, $1,000 seat license. Well, what is a Mastercam license? I know it's a lot. Like, that's the problem. It's like, I know how much it costs for the licenses for CNC software that can do 5-axis. So, you know, 5-axis 3D printing is just, we're software limited. We've been software limited for years with it. Waiting for temperature. 5-axis is now ITAR regulated. What? What do you mean 5-axis is ITAR regulated? You're not allowed to. Well, okay, ITAR. Oh, really? What do you mean purging? You are jammed right up. Stop. Okay, you know what? Preheat. Return. Preheat. Custom. Nozzle. 285. Let's cook this nozzle. And give me my filament. I'm gonna manually extrude this sucker. I've got a jam in the nozzle. Also, I gotta be collecting all my support in my support bin. Slicer was released with it. Oh, okay. Yeah, because 5-axis is just a motion. How is a 5-axis CNC ITAR regulated? For those that don't know, ITAR is International Traffic in Arms Regulation. Basically, in the US, if you make things that go pew-pew or are used to make people pink mist, you're not allowed to, like, export it. So, like, you know, a lot of it's weaponry, right? Or, you know, missile tech and shit. 5-axis CNC it's just 5-axis CNC. How is that fall under ITAR? What is the... Can someone actually, like, in my Discord drop a link that actually, like, shows that, like, no, this is actually a legit thing, and it's not just, you know, memeing. You know, if the teacher doesn't show up in 10 minutes, we're legally allowed to go home, kind of thing. Like, I want to see data on this, because if it is, I'm gonna laugh. Is that a CHT high flow nozzle? Yeah. Yeah, it's a CHT, but it's just regular PLA, like, or not PLA, PETG. Like, it shouldn't be anything funky. It's just regular PETG. Oh, wow, it is. I might have to burn it out. What is going on here? What is jammed in there? Okay. What is going on? Okay, it's stop for a second. It didn't heat up, it just kind of cooled down. What is going on with this machine? Okay, you know what? Settings, control, temperature, nozzle, 290. Heat that bitch up. Get it nice and toasted back. Yeah, it's a E3D high flow obsidian, or yeah, high flow obsidian. What are we printing today? I'm trying to get Gundam parts printing, and then I'm cleaning up support on a bunch of stuff that I've printed over the last couple days. And then we're bringing back community contests. It's been like over a year since we've done some. We haven't done a community contest on this on the stream in a while, and we're gonna be bringing them back. So the first one is gonna be August. Obviously, we're in August right now. So I need some ideas for what we should run for the community contest, what should be the category. And yeah, so I guess we'll kind of start with that. I'll let you guys start yapping about it in chat. But we're bringing back the community contest. It's been a while. So we're bringing them back. Okay. So that's 290. Really? Why are you? Stop doing this. Yeah, that nozzle is done. I gotta pull that nozzle. I gotta swap that nozzle. That nozzle is done. That ain't good. I'm a little peeved about that. I'm just gonna pull the nozzle. I'm just gonna pull the nozzle, put another nozzle in. Where are all my spare Prusa nozzles? I know I have some downstairs, but I think I have some in the garage here. An extruder, brass. I don't think this is high. That's a regular one. Regular flow. Regular flow. 0.25 regular flow. High flow. There we go. High flow. Also, ooh, what's this? Oh, oh, it's a 6. Diamondback 6. And this one is, you know, we'll put this one in. CHT, brand new. We'll just swap it. Unfortunately, I'll just melt it out. See, I wish it was ABS, because if it was ABS, I could just, you know, melt it out. Just throw it in a vat of whatchamacallit and just melt it out. I've done it before. You just throw the nozzle in, essentially. Acetone. You bought the fully articulated core fighter model. That's funny. I was going to do that, but then I'm like, wait a minute, everything's going to be fully trapped in here and I won't be able to get it out. So I'm not going to bother with that. I'm not going to bother with that. Regarding the 5-axis ITAR, the claim appears unfounded, but specific parts they may produce are. Well, yeah. If you make pew-pew parts, of course it's going to fall under that stuff. It's like, you know what's funny? The shop I worked at, the shop I worked at had a bunch of CNC machines that were from Japan. Makinos, I think they were. Or I don't think, actually, they might not have been Makino. Maybe they were Makinos. We had a couple different brands from Japan. But the Japanese CNCs are hilarious because on the side, they have a big sticker that straight up says, this equipment is not to be used to make weapons of mass destruction. It violates the license and the laws of Japan, or export regulations of Japan. So you can buy a Makino from Japan, but you are not allowed to use it to make weapons of mass destruction. Like, it actually says it on a sticker on the machine. And it's like, I can just imagine like Muammar Gaddafi back in the day buying one. They're like, oh yeah, we are going to make all the nukes with this. And he looks at it, he's got the sticker. Oh, come on. Momo, we cannot use it. It's got the sticker on it. We cannot use it to make a weapon of mass destruction. There go my plans. Onto the back of the Toyota Hilux it goes. I gotta wait for this to cool. It's a little on the hot side. That bracket's getting a little loose. That's not good. This is the first like fail I've had on these Core 1s. I'll be honest. This is the oop, just stabbed my fan. This is the first time I've had an actual like legit fail on the Core 1s. I'm actually kind of, you know, not impressed, but I'm like, well, you know, nobody's nerfed. Talk about putting code that that's recognizes weapons in printer firmware sites to make it impossible for. That will never happen. That whole, like, I know there's like I can understand Thingiverse not letting weapons, like weapon prints on the site. It's like, you know, for example, on the Boron Discord, you're not allowed to talk about 3D printed weapons. I personally support it. As long as you're following the laws of your local municipality, and you don't actually hit the wrong button, I really don't care what you use your 3D printers for. Just make sure you're following the law, and YOLO, who cares? You can make an AK with a shovel and a hammer and a torch. It ain't hard. So, like, I can't make the joke about going to the Home Depot aisle and buying black pipe because YouTube might flag me. But it's really not that hard. So anyways, long story short, the problem is it's just a hassle. Like, you don't allow it on your Discord because all it takes is somebody, you know, sharing the files on your Discord or sharing instructions with somebody who where they live is it's not legal, and then it goes to court and yada yada yada. It's a pain in the butt. It's just something we don't want to deal with, so we don't allow it. But there's plenty of communities where you could talk about that stuff already, right? You don't have to go to like every community under the sun to have to talk about what you want to talk about. So anyways, yeah, being able to like, the problem is there's too much open source. You just use firmware from pre that ban going in place, or you use Clipper or some other open source. You can't stop the signal, Mal. It don't work that way. Like, it don't work that way. I'm waiting on the nozzle to cool. Well, the problem you run into is if, like, it comes baked into the printer itself. Like, if it's, like, a printer like a Bamboo where you could get locked into it, then you're locked into it. Which is why I was really surprised to see all the 3DP 2A people using Bamboos a lot. I'm like, really? You guys are using Bamboos? Like, okay. Because don't get yourself... how do I word this in a way that doesn't flag me by any YouTube censor? If somebody knows what they're doing and they have a 3D printed part and they have your printer, they could tell if that part came off your printer. There are ways of telling. There are ways of telling if that 3D printed part came off your printer. Now, do the forensic people have enough time, and are they going to invest the time to figure that out? Go through like looking at microscopic imperfections and whatnot. And, you know, remember when you delete a file, you really don't delete the file. You delete the header for the tag of the file, and like the file itself is still on a drive. So, you know, you went into Clipper and you deleted, you know, let me pull it up here, you know. If I go into Clipper here on, oop, that machine is, okay, let's pull up. I don't think the Venture is online right now. Let's pull up this guy. Are all my printers not talking to my network right now? What the heck's going on? Error, are you online? Okay, I gotta restart some printers. But anyways, you go in and you clear your printed history. Well, guess what? The files are still there. They're just, the little hex tag or whatever that they can use to find them is gone. So somebody can restore that data if they really wanted to. So there are ways. There are ways. There are ways. When you do 2D print stuff, there is basically a barcode and microscopic shape. Yeah, 2D printers do that. It's also like if you have a scanner and you put like an American dollar bill, it won't scan. Like, there are ways. I'll just say this. Follow the law. Don't break the law. Follow all your local laws and regulations. That is my official stance with all this stuff. Why? Because I don't want to deal with the paperwork. You know how much paperwork there is involved with that stuff? Ain't nobody wants to do paperwork. I hate paperwork. You hate paperwork. Nobody here likes paperwork. Yeah. Okay, so I got to make a mental note that this printer does not have a hardened nozzle in it anymore. Waiting for a 4chan troll to incorporate the design of a switch into some fun 3D prints and distribute it. So I have flags everyone who downloads it. I mean, we all know the joke about an M14 and a shoestring, and right? Was this a 0.4 nozzle? It better be a 0.4. Yeah, 0.4 brass. I want to speak to your manager. It can be quite destructive, as you can tell. I work for Canuck Minolta. If you tried to copy $1, the machine would lock up and the Secret Service would come to unlock it. I honestly believe it. At a certain point, you don't mess around with that. Like, yeah, my little brother 3D printer, 2D printer, just shuts down. I've tried it. It just stops scanning. But like, if you try to do it on any machine that actually has like the resolution to like, if you wanted to, you probably could pull off something pretty close. I could totally see them having a kill switch built into it. At that price point, you kind of do. Okay. There we go. Put the sock back on. Okay, load the filament. You know you're on the right guy. I've started saying that. My mom called me out on that a while ago. It's like, why do you call it a 2D printer? And I'm like, you don't get it, Mom. Get with the times. Parents are so uncool. My mom's cool. It's so funny, like the gender gap. When I worked at the tool shop, I worked with a lot of old boomers, like 50, 60 plus, and they always complained about their wives and their family. And I'm like, I love my wife. I love my family. What do you mean you like your 2-hour drive home from work so you can get ready to go home? I'm like, I want to get home to my family. What the? I like my family. I like my mom. Like, it's so weird. I'm hoping these parts are, there we go. That's cleaned up. The scanner darkly. I haven't watched, I think I have watched the scanner darkly, but it was a long time ago. It was a long time ago. Hello from France. Bonjour François, es-tu bien? C'est bon? C'est nuit. Parce que tu ne peux pas sleep. I can't remember what sleep is. It's been a while. English to French. What is sleep? Sleep. Dormir. That's what. Parce que tu ne pas dormir. And no, I'm using the whole, like, the vernacular is all wrong. Are you gonna extrude filament finally? Heating up. 2:40 a.m. I mean, to be fair, I go to bed at like 2 a.m. usually. I'm just happy I got tomorrow's video done. I'm just happy I got tomorrow's video done. Remember, if you're a channel member or a Patreon supporter, tomorrow's video is now available, public, whatever. So if you're on the Discord, check the Yacht Club channel. If you're a YouTube member, check the community page. And if you're a Patreon supporter, check the Patreon page. The video for tomorrow is now available for the supporters. Also, hey, you want to win a free spool of Polymaker filament? Link in the video description. Enter for your chance. We're going to be doing that draw at the end of stream. Come on, give me the filament. There we go. We got filament. That's annoying because these two prints are printing the exact same thing. It's like a left-hand and a right-hand part. The problem is they're supposed to finish just before I went to bed. And now this one's going to be like an hour and a half behind it. So unfortunately, they won't finish tonight. because I don't want to do that one because then they'll be out of sync when it comes to printing stuff. By the way, the Core ones do this thing where they do like a retraction after the purge, and it actually works really good at keeping that nozzle clean. Also, something in there is clicking, and I don't know what. Okay, print, print, print. There we go. Back to work. I had 5 years French school. I could say what my name is and how old I am. I went to a French school until grade 5 or 6. I can't remember. Grade 5, I think. I went to a French immersion school. And I used to be able to speak French at a near fluent level for my age. The problem is I stopped speaking French because we moved. My parents put us in an English school after we moved, and I promptly lost it because, you know, language is one of those use it or lose it kind of things. So I've lost it. I kind of have the want to get back into it and learn French again, or at least get back to it conversationally, because I do go to Quebec every other year. We have my wife's side of the family lives in Quebec, so we go to Quebec every other year to visit them. So we spend a week or two in over there. So it'd be nice to be able to converse over there instead of the whole walk into a store and they say bonjour and you go bonjour, and then they say a whole bunch of words and you go anglais s'il vous plaît. Because the problem is, apparently when I do speak it, I sound like I know what I'm talking about. I'm in that weird middle ground where I know enough to sound like I know what I'm talking about, but the moment someone gets conversational about it, I'm like, un petit peu fromage, s'il vous plaît. Well, I know Québécois is not French. Québécois is Québécois. I do know that. Love the energy in the Gundam torso build video. You can really experience it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying something new with the videos. I'm trying like a different way of doing the videos. I like live streaming. I really like live streaming, okay? I can do what I do better in front of a live audience of a couple hundred people than I do by myself, right? So I started approaching videos like live streams where I just talk, and then I'll fix it in post, which unfortunately makes editing kind of suck. But like, what kind of part is this? What part of the Gundam is this? It's part of the waist. It's a Gundam part. Let's see if Pet G. By the way, also, Panda Edge, this thing is really good at cleaning up parts. If you print a part where like your top surface is a little wavy or something, this thing just like cleans it up so good, especially with Pet G where you get like the little bit of boogers. You just go across the flat part with this and it just kind of cleans up all the scuff. It actually works surprisingly well for that. Quebec French isn't old English, think American. Yeah. No editing required for live streams. That too. It's like one of the YouTubers / streamers I watch, Atrioc. He does like kind of like economic stuff. But anyways, he films his videos during the live stream. So during the live stream, he'll do the video that like, because he live streams and then he has an editor take that segment of the live stream and that is the video for the channel. Grant kind of does something like that too. The problem is I really I don't have an editor. I don't have an editor. So, and before you ask, I do not have the budget to buy an editor or pay an editor. And I am not, as fun as it would be, I am not in the mood to, after streaming for 3 hours, go sit at a computer and then edit a 3-hour stream into something. I've done it before where I've pulled a segment out of a stream and turned it into a video. I've done it a couple times over the years. But like taking part 4 of my build series and turning that into a 15-minute edited video, I would go insane trying to do that. So. Delicious gamer sauce. They added an adapter. Oh yeah, I watched the Starship testing. Hopefully it doesn't blow up this time. Scrubbing through hours of content. Oh yeah, the Gundam video. Just to put in perspective. Let me pull it up here. I'm not gonna leak you the video. You can be a channel member if you want to see it early. But imports, Gundam. Okay, so tomorrow's video, it's a Gundam part 1. Fun trick, if you're rendering a video for YouTube, render it at 4K, whatever frame rate, 24,000 kilobits per second. That is like the sweet spot for like YouTubing not messing. If you upload a video that's too high a bit rate, when YouTube compresses it, it bit crunches it too much. And if you upload it at too low a bit rate, it's crappy bit rate. I found 24,000 kilobits per second. H.264 encoding. I use my NVIDIA card for rendering. 4K 30 is like, with DaVinci, that is like my sweet spot. And pretty much the video that you see on YouTube is the same quality as the edited video. I am the Fox, $5. Cheers and appreciate it. I thank you for what you do. I hope you've had the best day. I've had a very busy day, but it's a good busy day. But anyways, so 3.3 gigs of footage for it's a 16-minute video, 17-minute video tomorrow. 106 gigs of raw footage. 106 gigs of raw footage, because part of the raw footage is like this video file. This is a 30 gig video file that is a 4K 30 video of me putting together the arm of the Gundam. It's just me putting together the arm by myself, not talking, fitting everything together, gluing it all together, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, what is it? How long is it? 40 minutes? It's 40 minutes, okay? I pulled 2 15-second clips out of that for the video. I just pulled like 2 15-second clips out of that for the video. Like, 106 gigs of footage. Final video, 3 gigs. Ooh, I made my step count today. I found Swan Morton NR9 scalpel blades are also great for cleaning up prints. Oh yeah. Yeah, also another cool thing to get is a deburring tool. Get one of these little deburring tools. Imagine the storage space slow-mo guys. They've done a couple of videos about their storage solution, and it's a lot. Because slow motion footage is high resolution and a lot of data. Like, I have a 12 terabyte NAS and I haven't filled it. Like, my network, my Unraid server is like, it's 4 terabyte drives. One of them is a parallel or whatever it's called. And I still have half of it empty. I don't make it a habit to acquire movies through legal means at stupidly high bit rates. My computer monitor is only 1080p. Parity drive, that's what it is. I was gonna call it like a poultry drive. The poultry drive? Yeah, like, who could tell me what part of the Gundam this is? What part of the Gundam is this? By the way, remember how I said I wouldn't do this? No more. Clean the parts up as you take them off the plate. 42 terabyte TrueNAS at home and have barely scratched the surface. Yeah, like I built it cheap using a lot of old hardware that I had, and it's been really good. I haven't had any issues with it, so. But yeah, so while I'm doing this, let's go back to what I planned to do before the Prusa all broke down. Community contest. I'm going to set it up either tomorrow or Monday on the Discord. I need your ideas because I want to do more community stuff going forward. Just so we have more content for the streams, because I'll be honest, I don't want to be building printers every live stream. It gets kind of old kind of fast. I mean, not kind of old kind of fast, but I've been watching the trends, and if I go too long where all I do is build printers, viewership goes down. It does. The last little bit there where we had like 3 builds going and then I did nothing but builds, actually hurt my metrics a surprising amount. Everything's back on the upswing now, but there is that period there from like March, April, May, June, where it was kind of like, and now we're like that. So anyways, so for those that are newer to the channel, we used to do a community contest every month. And the whole point of the community contest is just to get people playing with the printers more. Totally wasn't a scheme to get you to buy more polymaker filament to print stuff using the affiliate link in the video description below. But anyways, long story short, get people using their printers more, okay? So the whole point was each community contest, the idea around it was something that anyone could enter and anyone can win. I did not want it to be design contests where like, oh, you have to be good at graphic design or 3D modeling or something. It's something anyone can do. And I would do little challenges too and whatnot. So a common one that we did a couple times was show me your 3D printing setup. So we did a couple of those, but I kind of want to do challenges now. So I think the first one we're going to do is the, I've got a few ideas. Some of these would make more sense to do in person. I've actually talked with Joel about this a while ago and it never went anywhere. So, but basically like egg drop challenge. Like who remembers when William Osmond was doing the egg drop challenge? Or I think Mark Rober did that too. But egg drop challenge, but you could only print, you have to print something to protect the egg and you only have like 50 grams of filament or something like that. So you have to design something that prints with 50 grams of filament to protect an egg from a fall. Stupid stuff like that. But that would be hard to do as an online community thing, like share a video of you doing that. How do I know you don't cheat? That kind of thing. So I'm trying to think of something along that kind of a challenge, but one that we can do online where I don't ever have to actually see your print. Like obviously you got to share pictures or video or whatever, but something akin to that. So like we did one where it was like sample filament challenge. You know, you buy a printer, you get that little 50 gram thing of sample filament. The challenge was, or the community contest that month was with 50 grams of filament, impress me. Either print something artsy or print something practical. Those were like the 2 categories. And if you won, if I wanted to verify, I could check your file. Like if requested, you have to provide me the G code so I can verify that what you printed is indeed under 50 grams. So what are some, I need some suggestions of a challenge that, something that anyone can enter that doesn't require, like, I don't want people needing an education in a certain field. I don't want people to be like, you know, I don't want, you know, the top designer on Etsy to come forward and like just dance on everyone. I want something that like little Timmy who bought an ANET A8. Okay, let's not be honest, not an ANET. He bought a Bamboo A1, could enter and potentially win. So, are you gonna print? What are you doing? Oh, you're heating up the nozzle. An egg drop challenge, but with babies. I don't want, like, I have a friend who's a cop. I don't want him knocking on my door for other reasons other than just to say hi. We have an Omni wheel print in place that has failed 12 times. I would donate a Pi 5 if so can make it print so it doesn't form a solid chunk. Joel, share the STL in the Discord in like we'll take a look at it. Stupid slicer tricks. I tried something that would have been interval, just something that uses weird slicer tricks to do something. The thing is, whatever it is it has to be like a picture. Like, it'd be different in person. Like, it'd be cool at, like, you know, 3D Printopia or whatever. Hey, using a 50 gram, you know, 50 grams of PLA, print a bridge that is like, you know, a 30 centimeter gap. Whoever's 50 gram bridge printed out of PLA can support the most weight wins, right? That'd be kind of cool. Like, you know, the popsicle stick challenge you did as a kid in school. Like something like that. All the all the CF Pet G parts are clean because they all had PLA support. They just came right off. Look at all these parts. Tree supports to make a tree. That'll work. Stupid slicer tricks. This month's challenge is to print stents for cardiac arteries. I don't know if that would be approved by like any board around here. I don't think we could get a volunteer to check that. But when it comes to like using slicer tricks to print stuff, 3D Print Bunny does a lot of that stuff. If you don't know who 3D Print Bunny, she does a bunch of that stuff. How's the Venture XL treating you? It's been good. I've been printing a decent amount of stuff with it. I actually, I showed my mom the picture of the wall art I did for the computer room the other day, and she wanted something, so I printed her a hummingbird. So I'm actually really liking the Venture XL. I'll be honest. I got to get it printing. I got to put in an order with Polymaker to get some 3 kilogram spools because I need to print some power armor parts on it. Now that I have something that can print the chest piece for the power armor in one go, I need to get doing that. Design using only the slicer's basic shapes. This is the hip joint, by the way. So, like, how's that ball socket fit? Does it even fit? I haven't even checked. Yeah, kind of fits. Totally didn't crack. These I'm a little worried about, but I think they just glue stuff together. Power helmet. No, not the helmet's done. I'll show you here. So we got that. Hey, delete. Okay. So this is the Venture XL. So let's go over here, 3D models. Let's go down to the power armor. Chest. That is the chest piece for the power armor in one piece. So let's lay it down. I need to actually stretch it on the x-axis. I need it to be a little wider because unfortunately I'm no, not uniform scale, not uniform. There we go. I need it to be a little bit wider to fit my chest. And then it's like Miss PLA, Miss Pet G. 2 walls, 4 top, 4 bottom, 15% infill. Support, tree, auto, organic. Ample space for boobs. It's not for moobs, it's a design feature. It's for your snacks. Anyone here who's former military knows that half the body armor are for snacks. I used to put my Joe Lewis's in my grenade pouch. So yeah, so this is a 1 day, 8 hour print. 1 day, 8 hour print for the entire chest piece for some T-45 power armor. Like, and you know what? I probably would do like 3 walls just to ensure it's a little bit stronger. But like, that's this big. Like, I threw it out. I used to have one. I printed one already and I threw it out because I printed it out of multiple different parts and it just didn't fit right because I glued all the parts together and it was like slightly off because of stacking tolerances and it was undersized anyways. So it got like, I was like, oh. But, yeah, it was kind of seeing how quickly this can print it. Yeah, even with 3 walls, it's a day and a half print. Like seriously, a day and a half print. That's insane. That's insane. Four, five, six. Well, you got to remember, this is a 0.8 nozzle. So a 0.8 nozzle, 2 walls is the same as 4 walls on a 0.4. So 3 walls is 6 walls. That's why I like the 0.8 nozzle. It's basically just double the 0.4 profile for a lot of printers. Come on. Just order paint edge off Alley. There you go. Is it a legit one? I didn't. Well, I guess Big Tree Tech would have a AliExpress store. That was like one of the funny things I saw. I found out when I was at the Shenzhen market there, and you're like, how do all these markets make money? If you go in and they're like just wall to wall, all these little markets that are like 4 foot by 4 foot, and it's like, how do they make money? It's like they're all have their own AliExpress stores. So like when you go into the market, it's like, yeah, there's a physical location where you can buy stuff, but most of their business is online. So when you go on AliExpress and it's like store 12348 selling some random diode, it might be from the Shenzhen market. That's like what they do. That's where Big Tree Tech started, by the way. It started in that little Shenzhen marketplace. His brother owned one of those and he started it out of the back of a shop. It's pretty cool. It's a nice little spatula. It's a very nice spatula. And if you got a Prusa, it just sticks to it. Also, I've been doing a lot of these carbon fiber PET-G prints with PLA support, printing infill before wall with no prime tower. And it's been beautiful so far. So print infill before wall and no prime tower. And I haven't had to deal with any issues. The only downside is you don't really see it on the CF PET-G, but the infill does show through the print a little bit more when you print infill before wall. But on CF PET-G, it's not really an issue. On normal PET-G, it is an issue. You do see the wall. You do see the infill. But if it's an internal part where you're not going to see it anyways, who cares? Let's check the Discord. Let's check the Discord. I think somebody was supposed to post something. Nobody's posted anything in the Discord. Oh, no. Good God. The Simpsons Song of the Key of Springfield. Original recordings. Jeez. Do they have the monorail song? Look how many songs are on here. Well, most of these are probably really short. Who needs the Quickie Mart? Aw. I can't believe they did Apu that dirty by canceling him off the show. Inagata Davida. Oh, God. Classic good Simpsons. Monorail song. Skate wheel buggy. So apparently this is like a nightmare to print. Let's take a look at this. Downloads. 3D skate wheel buggy. Oh, God. So this is a print in place? What is it supposed to be printed in? I mean... Okay, that's TPU, so that ain't gonna do. I will load up some PLA on the Mark IV here and give this a spin right now. Glitter green PLA, sure, why not? Reducing your infill wall overlap, that should help stop the infill. True. Resin? Is this supposed to be resin? Can't be resin. No, we don't do resin. What are we making? Somebody shared this print, which is supposed to be like a print-in-place skate wheel bearing. 4. Discard. Cement. Spruce PLA. We'll do structural. Slice. So apparently this is a nightmare. Our print. Okay, we'll get this printing. Hopefully I have enough PLA on here. Also, this printer might fail horribly because it's been really weird ever since it got really hot in my garage. So. 3-wheel omnidirectional robot wheel. Okay. Well, we'll give it a shot in some Pla on the Prusa. And we'll see how it goes. I am thirsty. Can I get a beer yet? No, 9 o'clock. Also, as of right now, it looks like we're still on for all the streams next week at regular times. But there is a chance the Friday stream might either be canceled or moved. Same with the Saturday stream, because I might be doing vacation stuff with the family. So, family has priority over 3D printing shenanigans. I do want to do either Monday. I do want to do a Twitch stream Monday. Because I bought a new Gundam kit to build. So we'll do that Monday. If we can. Send to connect. And you are going to print on OG Joe. Go. See how this goes. Are those supports supposed to break off? Like, are these supports supposed to break off? I'm assuming these are supports that are supposed to break off. Well, I'm printing it in probably the worst filament, glitter PLA that's been in a moist garage. Actually, the humidity in here ain't too bad. It's 32% today. It's been almost 50 a couple days. I will say this air conditioner has actually been pretty good. I don't want to say I'm going to stick with this thing, but for like how little I actually need it, it's not bad. We'll see. We'll see. Moist. It's a moist owlet. We had 94% humidity today in New Orleans. Yeah, but that's New Orleans. New Orleans always gets the humidity, mon petit. Okay, anything else in here I gotta remove support off of? What's the return period? I don't know. I bought it at Costco, so forever. Yeah, I'm lucky. We don't need a dehumidifier in our house. I was worried at first because my area does have a pretty high water table. So a lot of people around me have to run dehumidifiers in their basement. But our house is lucky. I think it's because we have a raised ranch. So we don't have a full basement. Like my basement is only like 3 feet in the ground. So I wonder if that has to do with it. Because we've had like flooding on our street, like sewer backup. But it was like all the houses in the street behind me and they all had full basements. So I think because our house doesn't sit in the ground as deep, we like lucked out of not having to deal with a lot of water issues. That is pretty common in my area. Hey, Down Under Maker. How you doing? Yeah, today's stream, honestly, I didn't know if we were going to have a stream today. I put the stream up a little late because it was like running around doing a bunch of errands and whatnot all day and then working on the house a bunch. And then it was like, try and get the video for tomorrow edited. And then like, I'm like, okay, we're good. We're good. Okay, I'll put the stream up. What are we going to do on the stream? I'll figure that out when we go live. Trying to get ready for your stream. Ooh, what are you streaming? What are you streaming? Okay, that's it. So just to put in perspective, this has been printing since, let's see here, let's go. This is a cool thing. I deleted a bunch of files, unfortunately, to make room because all my printers were like, I have too many files. But we have been printing files for this since, when was this uploaded? July 30th. Okay, so today's August 12th, or 12th, the 2nd, and 31 days. So 30, 31, 31, 2. So in 4 days, we have printed, now granted, I have more than one printer doing this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57. 57 parts. Oh. 58 parts. In 4 days. Now, granted, 4 printers running near 24/7. But yeah. That's a lot of parts. And if you want to know what all those parts are for, it is for the waist. So this is the body. This is the body. The backpack, I haven't printed anything yet. I might have actually printed a couple pieces here and there. But yeah, so all of this. Wait, 2 sets. Do I need to print 2 sets of all of this? Or is this an A and a B? I'm assuming it's A and B. There's no way I got to print all of this twice. And there's that. And oh shoot, I need to print one more yellow thing. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, because all these lock into there. That. All of this is for like the little waist flappies. Yeah, so recommend applying rubber, cement, or glue or resin in the ball joint for better articulation. Yep, cover that in the video. Yeah, I'm assuming this 2 set things means like a left hand and a right hand. I don't want to have to print this whole thing again. I'm assuming this 2 sets thing means like A and B parts, which I did print. Essentially how I'm printing everything, I just go through the list. It's super annoying, but I just go down the list. I'm on this page right now for the waist parts. I've only got a couple. I've got to print like these parts here, and like this one. The last of the white parts are actually printing right now. The W19 and 20 are on the printers right now. So I'll be swapping that to yellow, one of them. So those are the front and back skirts. See, front and back. Oh, so I gotta print it all again. I do have to print them all again because each one of the, okay, so that's left and right, but not, oh my god, so I have to print all of these again. I've got to print all of these again. Okay. Filament budget. Joe! The filament for this project is graciously provided by Prusa, by the way. It's all Prusament and Buddy 3D, which is Prusa. This only took about a day. These 2 halves print as one, and then these print, and then all this is anthracite gray. This is actually only about a day of printing. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. And then we have the legs. Here are the legs. Just to put in perspective, we got 47, 48, 49. Just because I know this printer has enough room for it. Come on. Orca slicer crashed. Come on. There we go. Okay. 3D model. Gundam. Leg. Left leg. 47, 48, 49, was it? Yes. So this is... Oh, one second. All right. So this is one of the feet. Okay. And also, don't forget, I got to scale everything up 200%. So if you wonder how big the feet are, uh, 488 millimeters. Half a meter. That's the feet. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be a big Gundam. I mean, like, again, for reference, here's the right arm. Hi. just for reference, here's the right arm. It is as big as my arm. So yeah. You know what they say about Gundam with big feet? Crush a lot of Zeons. What size shoe? Yes. Oh, how's this thing printing so far? Oh, it's printing. At least it's trying to. On the wall and holding a beam saber. Yeah, funnily enough, I'd show you a picture, but I can't because YouTube would probably ban me. Since it's like the same size as a human, it will hold a 1911. It will hold a 1911. What does PI mean? What does error code PI mean? I kept the manual just in case. I might have to clean out the operating instructions, long-term. Oh, here we go. P1, water tray is full. I have to drain some water out of it. Okay. So we'll turn it off. I mean, it's been running for a bit. So I got to drain some water out of it. Attach water hose and drain. Okay, we'll do that tomorrow. I'm not going to do that tonight. Turn it off. It's not that bad out. Well, when you get a random error code that just says P1, you kind of need something to interpret that. Oh, yeah, on the wall. Light up beam saber so it's a lamp. That'd be cool. I don't have the files. Actually, the beam saber is pretty big, but I think it is removable from the backpack, I think. Because you can see the beam saber is there, 17 and 18. And I think they just kind of sit in there in a ball joint. So yeah, you can remove the beam sabers if you need to. I might put them on magnets so you can pull them out. Because you do need the backpack, because part of it is the stand. The torso, the waist has like a pin coming out of the crotchular region that it stands on, so it sits on the base. And then there's another pin that comes up the back that goes into the backpack. So it's got two rods that hold it upright. So whatever position is in is basically like this. So I can have it T-pose to assert dominance. and I can have the arms move and like the torso move, but essentially like the waist down is locked in position. Although it will be able to sit. It will be able to sit, so I can have it sit. So. Okay, so that is that. What are we gonna do now? So we figured out we're doing community contest. I'll announce what the contest is on the Tuesday stream. What are other things that I want to do? Oh, the first stream of the month. You know how every stream we do the contest for a free spool polymaker filament. I ask you a random question just to ensure you're a human. Don't want no damn clankers in my chat. But anyways, part of that is the first of every month, the question will be pick a name for the Discord. And we will do the random spin a wheel, and whatever name we land on, as long as the name, I do get final approval of the name. If it is something that I do not approve of at all, no go. But if the community picks a funny name and it happens to win the lottery and it wins, then we end up with something like the current name of our Discord, which is 3D's Nuts. So right now the only Benchies Discord is officially the 3D's Nuts Discord. So hopefully next month we get a more mature name, but I'm not holding my breath. So that'll be the first stream of the month. We do that. Also, another thing I want to do is a project update stream where we just kind of, I'm going to put a channel in the Discord for ongoing projects where you can like, I'll make like a thread or something in it. I got to figure out how to do it because basically every month I want to go through that, go through it on stream. So see what the community is up to in terms of projects. So you can like use it as like a blog, not a blog, but like you go in there, you make a thread of your project, and then we could check on each thing like every month kind of thing. Something like that. So not like a community contest where it's like, hey, you know, show me your coolest project, but it's like, hey, let's just see what the thing. Honestly, Printing McDiscord was something I was expecting as well. Next up is to print a Gundam-sized wheelchair. Well, considering how big a full-size Gundam is, like, I mean, this is a Gundam. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Those hip pads, there's two of them. There's two in the front, two in the back. You're right. It is surprising how similar these models are. Like, look at the arm. Like how similar. Although the shield is going to be something interesting. I got to find somebody linked the shield files from somebody else, and I don't know if I'm going to go with that shield. How am I going to clean this out? This is right jammed. How do I clean this? Can I just... I'm wondering if I could just hit it with a heat gun. You know what? Are we gonna roll with this? We're gonna roll with this. Let's who wants to get dangerous? Who wants to get dangerous? Who wants to get dangerous? Are we gonna get dangerous? Get dangerous. Wheelchair Gundams were great in Armored Core. Let's get dangerous. Let's try and melt this out. Yeah, it can't be stuck if it's liquid, right? So put that in the vise like that. And let me grab my heat gun. Don't ask me why I have my heat gun already plugged in. Let's so I'm gonna go like this. If it does drip, it'll drip onto that. Let me get a little piece of cardboard or something here. I don't have a blowtorch. The closest thing to a blowtorch I have is a stupid lighter. Is it plugged in? Oh, it's not plugged in. Jeez. Up if it was plugged in. Okay, I'm plugging it in specifically to the alternative circuit in my garage because I really don't want to blow a fuse. And accidentally take out some printers. So it's plugged into one of the 15 amp circuits. The joys of having multiple circuits. Matte gas. I mean, I got two settings. I got... I mean, it does get red. Oh, it is. Okay. You know what? Here. I'm going to do this. I want to try and get it on camera. There we go. Overhead. I don't use the video broadcast. I use whatever is built into OBS. This computer only has a 1070 in it, so I can't use the video broadcast. Hoping the tube don't melt. I can smell melting plastic. We're trying to get a obsidian nozzle cleared of a pet G jam. Noise canceling is doing weird things. Yeah, it probably is. Try and push it out. One second. We don't need no stinking OSHA. Really? Where's my other glove? Of course I only have one glove. Oh, that ain't moving at all. That ain't moving at all. That ain't moving at all. According to this, it is only 52 degrees Celsius. I highly doubt that. Get the pokey. Get the pokey. Oh, it's already solidified. I don't know if this could put enough heat into the system for it to work, I'll be honest. Like, I don't know if this actually can put enough heat into it. Also, it doesn't help. The heat here is getting sucked into the vise. Nothing's coming out of the end, by the way. Oh. Put in a printer, remove the hot and cooling fan. Yeah, that could work. Oh. Nothing is coming out of the bottom, though. Yeah, it's a CHT. Yeah, I'm giving up. I'm giving up. That is, oh well. What dissolves PETG? What dissolves PETG? What can I use to dissolve PETG? ABS is easy. You just take the nozzle, you throw it in a little glass full of acetone, it melts away the ABS. What dissolves PETG? What dissolves PETG? MEK? Yeah, I don't want to go that fancy. I mean, I could just put in the oven. put in the oven on a 123 block or in a V block and just heat it up. Throw it out the sun. I really like this nozzle too. It's a high flow CHT, Obsidian. Oh well, is what it is. Is what it is. I'm gonna have a bar. Smoke them if you got them. I'm grabbing a beer. Okay. So we probably are gonna have a shorter stream today, just so you guys are aware. It's still hot. Wow, these heat breaks really like... Yeah, it's not even that hot. I don't even think this was like this was hot, but I don't think it was dumping enough heat into it. There's not enough thermal mass here to really suck up, so it just kind of... A torch. I don't have a torch. I need to get a little torch. I need to get a little torch out here. I need to get one of those little torches. Should probably get one of those and just burn it out. Mech is also what Lego builders use to glue the big models you see. Why would they use mech? Because it's ABS, they're ABS. Lego blocks are ABS. Just use acetone or 3D glue. But yeah, it's just acid. It's just ABS. Now I've got this. Now I got Pet G all stuck over this stupid Allen key. Enough. All right, beer time. Hacksmith lighter. I was gonna get one of those. They're cool, but they're not a couple $100s for a blowtorch cool. Like, I need to figure out some stupid, well, not stupid, but I need to figure out something to, I need some merch. I need to figure out something to sell. That's what I need. I've got an idea, but I don't want to talk about it unless I actually do make it, because somebody would steal it. Steaks? Ooh, dude, I could go for a steak. You want to know what I had for dinner today? You want to know what I had for dinner today? 3 Eggos with peanut butter. At 7:30. 3 Eggos with peanut butter. That's what I had for dinner today. Because I literally, like, woke up. I don't eat breakfast. So I woke up, had a coffee. We went out, did some errands. I got lunch at the mall because we were out. And then I came home and we did nothing but like clean. And then when we were done like doing housework, I filmed the video and then I went just edited and I just, you know, locked in at the computer. And then I was like, oh shoot, it's like 7 o'clock. I got to do something before the live stream. So let me see, what are the comments on the video so far? Let me see. Do we have comments on the video yet? Get a cheap propane torch. I mean, do we have in here? What do we have in here? Do we have in here? Ha! Propane, extreme danger. Oop. Yeah, that's propane. And if that doesn't work, I have another can. And if that doesn't work, I have another can. Why do I have 3 cans of propane in my garage? Why do I have 3 cans of propane in my garage? I'm not doing this in the garage. By the way, we're not doing this at 10 o'clock at night on a Saturday night now that I've had a beer. Yes, I know I've only taken a sip of beer, but I have an extremely, like, don't mess around with things that go boom with alcohol rule. So Yes, that's what it was. That's what it was. I have 3 cans because when we redid our bathroom years ago, this was like 8-9 years ago, I gutted the bathroom and I redid the plumbing. And I bought a propane torch so I could do the soldering of the copper pipes, because I redid the shower head and everything. So I turned the water off to the house. I cut all the pipes. I got everything ready for soldering. And then the torch kit that I bought didn't come with the right fitting. It literally was missing the fitting in the package. So it came with like 2 tanks of propane, and it had like the nozzle, but it didn't have like the adapter piece or the regulator piece or something. It literally was missing. Somebody stole it out of the box at like Home Depot. So I had to run back out, and the only one they had was a whole other kit. I couldn't just buy the piece I was missing. So I had to buy a whole other kit, and I used it for like 15 minutes and that was it. So that's why I have 3 things of propane. It's all about map gas. Dude, I've been watching Alex Steele videos the last like couple days. I'm not saying I want to start messing around with forging and blacksmithing stuff, but like I'm totally jealous of his shop. I totally want to start messing around with that. Destroyed the striker of the kit. Well, I mean, you could just use a lighter to light it. I have 1 comment on my video, and somebody said, howdy from Texas. Okay. I have 1 comment on the It's a Gundam video, and it's somebody going, howdy from Texas. Okay. How many views does it have? 20 views. I mean, it's an early video, so it's only for channel supporters. Who is this person? Is this a real person? The last person, okay, yeah, it's a real person. The last time I got a comment from a, the stupid short I put up last night with the art, somebody commented like, oh, I can't believe people make art like this, like or it's like, people don't make it like people don't do this stuff like they used to. And the image that they use for their thumbnail, for their YouTube account, it was a picture of a cat between pillows. But I know that now after clicking it and looking at it and seeing it bigger. When they shrunk the image down, it did not look like some cat, like a little kitty between pillows that were skin-colored pillows. And I'm like, oh, okay, somebody's making a funny. But then I noticed the account linked to a bunch of other accounts, and I saw things that were not approved for YouTube, and I'm like, oh, it's a bot. Bam. So I'm like, the YouTube bots come in waves, and I think we're starting to get a wave right now. So I'm a little like, Luckily, I don't get like the crazy bots. I just get the odd comment bot, luckily. Clickbait adverts. Oh, I know, it's horrible. It's horrible. I run ad block on all my electronics simply for the fact that, yes, as a YouTuber, I would prefer it if you watch the ads. Don't get me wrong. I have a mortgage. It sucks, but I have a mortgage, okay? But from a safety stance, you guys saw me. There was that one stream where like I was working on the computer or something, and I accidentally downloaded a virus or a pop-up because literally it was the first time I was on a computer that didn't have ad block, because it was like just after Google Chrome updated it to disable ad block. And like, I just clicked the download button because I'm like, I'm so used to like ad block removing all the ads. I didn't even look at it. I just went, oh, download, click. And it's like, oh shit, what did I download? Right after, because it's like, I'm so used to not having to worry about it. I completely forgot to pay attention. So like, yeah, don't worry, I have YouTube Red, skip ads with money. Cheers. Just so you know, if you become a channel member at literally the $2 a month tier, you will support the channel more than watching every ad in front of every video I do. Like, ads do pay some money. They are a portion of my income. But like literally the $2 tier of channel members I make more off of. It's and you get videos early, and you get access to the special channel on the Discord where you can see behind the scenes stuff, and I chat more in that channel. And also you support the channel directly. Like that's why I have the $2 tier, the Toonie tier. It's there for a reason. I also have some Saudi oil prince tiers if you're a Saudi oil prince. There's a recent study show that 70%, dude, Twitter is dead. I won't say I'm big on Twitter, but on Twitter, I have 17,000 followers. I check my new follows every day. Probably about 90% of them are bots. Like legit, like yesterday, I checked all my new followers. At the end of the day, I check all my new followers and I block half of them. I stopped. I used to block them all. I don't care anymore because it doesn't matter. You'll just get a wave where like you'll get 8 followers in a row all within 10 minutes and they're all like Indian with no posts. It's like, or Arabic. Arabic and Indian are like the 2 most common ones I've been getting lately. Not just them. Occasionally I'll get the absolute whitest, bleach blonde, like Sunnyvale, weird, like slasher smile going on. And her posts literally start with like God, country, and MAGA. And I'm like, oh yeah, you really love 3D printing. Yeah, totally. But yeah, you'll get followed from all these random accounts and like no replies, no posts, no shares. And you look at their follows and it's like Elon Musk, Tesla, SpaceX, a bunch of crypto shit, a bunch of NFT shit, and then a bunch of mega people. And it's all the same. And then you look and it's like their recent followed, like who they recently followed. And it's like all the 3D printing content creators in a bunch. And then immediately before that is like a whole other group of content creators in a bunch. It's all bots. It's all bots. It's horrible. Like Twitter is a ghost platform. The only reason I stay on there is because I interact with people on there. So. Blue Sky is not bad. The problem is with Blue Sky, it's just the community is not big. Blue Sky, actually, I get better interactions with people on Blue Sky. When I post something on Blue Sky, I get better feedback because people that actually reply to it are people. So you get a higher degree of interaction just with less people. Whereas Twitter, there's a lot of people, but there's a lot of shit. So, delete it. If I wasn't a content creator, I wouldn't be using Twitter. The only reason I got Twitter was because I was a content creator, and like I didn't have a Twitter before I did YouTube. And the only reason I have it is for content creation, because like literally with Twitter, I'm able to reach out to other content creators that I would not be able to any other way. Like I occasionally reach out to people in other fields. You know, when I went to Linus Media Group, I literally just, DM'd Tynan. I'm like, hey, we met earlier at Open Sauce this year. I'm going to be in the Vancouver area. Can I swing by? Like, not many social media platforms give you the ability to just reach out to pretty much anyone and have a somewhat okay chance of getting a reply. That's one of the reasons I like Twitter, is because it allows you to network with pretty much anyone. The problem is it's just filled with bots now. So. Plus the memes. Follow out there. Oh, I have a lot of people muted. I have a lot of people muted on Twitter. If your account just pops up on my feed all the time and all you do is retweet stuff, probably ends up with being blocked. Especially if all you do is retweet when like another content creator is doing giveaways. That's just the easiest. Just block or mute. Usually just mute. Because it's like, you keep popping up in my feed, and all you do is just promote other people. It's like, are you even human? Or when they promote the same person over and over, then it's like, okay. Facebook, I don't use Facebook. I have Facebook, but it's for like family, and it's pretty small. I barely use it. I use it to check Facebook Marketplace every now and then. That's about it. Speaking of which, anyone want to buy a Bumble ride? I got to get rid of a Bumble ride. But they can promote you. It's annoying. Honestly, if I ever get to the point where I start asking you guys every time I go live to start posting on all the social medias, like, hey, Canuck Creator is live, you should go hang out. He does giveaways. I'm done. If I ever fall to that point, I'm done. Speaking of, who wants to win a free spool of polymaker filament? Link in the video description. You can hide retweets from your outfit. You can? Gotta do that then. All right, I think we're probably going to be ending the stream pretty soon. Today's stream was obviously a, there was a good chance there wasn't going to be a stream tonight. I just kind of like, we'll sneak in a quick stream. We'll sneak in a quick stream. So. Oh, good, us mega folks. Okay, I'm going to go down it. If you are one, just out of curiosity, can you give me an exact date and time when America was great for everyone? Like, I'm just curious. Non-American. I'm non-American. I've visited the States a bunch. I've had a bunch of friends who are American. I've, you know, not overseas, but I've trained with a lot of American soldiers and other NATO troops when I was in the Army. Can you give me the exact date? And also, the exact date when it was great for everyone. Because that's the thing. I've had people like, oh, the 60s. Oh, when women could open bank accounts, or, you know, black people had to swim in a different pool. That wasn't a great time. Oh, it was great for you. It was great, you know, in the 50s and 60s when companies were taxed properly and, you know, a bunch of that stuff. But we got rid of all that. No, we can't be taxing corporations. Landed on the moon. Landing on the moon, let's be honest. Landing on the moon, that was pretty poggers. Let's be honest. Nowhere is great. You just try to make the world a better place every day. Anyone who tells you yesterday was great is wrong, because yesterday was a day. Tomorrow could be great. The day after tomorrow could be great. But there were problems with yesterday. There's always problems with yesterday. When you look back at history, there is always room for improvement. Always. You should not want to go back to history. When you go back, we've screwed up in the past. But we have a chance to make the future better. It shouldn't be, you know, make it great again, because it was never great. It should be aimed to be great for everyone. I know I'm going to get a comment. I know I'm going to get a comment in this after. Oh, you went down the political rabbit hole. Peak for mankind was between 1980 and... I will argue Agent Smith had it a bit right. Where like the late 90s, we still had a lot of trouble. We still had a lot of problems. But the late 90s were kind of pretty good. And then we got the internet. And then everything kind of went to shit. There was a couple of years where the internet was pretty good. You know, albino black sheep, badger mushroom. And, yeah, everything gone to shit since then. Peak for man, yeah. You know what's sad? Like I wanted to watch the, what's that show? For All Mankind. I can't watch shows like that because it's just disappointing. It's like, yeah, we could have had a cool bitch in space program, but instead, you know, we let Nestle kill like a couple million kids or something. Short-term profits. It's all Al Gore's fault. Hey, no posting Gore in chat. I will argue the reason the internet sucks and the biggest problem with modern society is Apple. Before Apple, before the iPhone, the moment the internet became something that anyone can get on, because there used to be a barrier to entry to the internet. You used to have to know what you were doing to get on the internet to a degree. You needed to know how to use a computer. You needed to know how to properly search for a website, how to sign up for a forum. You kind of had to do some basic intelligence. You had to pass a litmus test before you could use the internet. And then grandma got herself an iPhone and downloaded an app called Facebook. And then the algorithm just fed her shit to keep her on that, keep her in her little bubble and buying stuff. And everything went downhill after that. The moment the internet became an app, everything went to shit. I will argue that to the end of time. The internet, the moment the internet became for everyone, that was it. Back in my day. Remember going on Cheat CC to download my cheats. Now you gotta, you know, cheat is a $6.99 DLC package. But yeah, smartphones led to the downfall of the internet. Always been an app, well, an application. It's so weird calling a program an application now. It's like, oh, I gotta download a program and install it on my computer. Like, that sounds so like 90s. Like, oh, I got a beige computer with a CRT program. I gotta download a program and install it with an install wizard. I downloaded a program the other day and I had to install it, and like the wizard popped up and I'm like, I remember that thing. We had dial-up. I was born in '88, and we got our first family computer in the late '90s. So I was on the internet pre-2000, but I was after like BBS days and whatnot. Like, I was playing like Unreal Tournament online and using AOL to go to like cheatcc.com and to download, to look up codes for Turok Dinosaur Hunter for N64. Yeah. I remember the day my dad came home to tell us about Napster, because a buddy at work told him about Napster, and it was near Halloween because we downloaded Thriller, so we could play it on the. We took the family computer and we ran the speakers near the door so we could play Thriller on Halloween night. This would have been like 99, 2000. I don't know. It was around then. So we could play Thriller. We downloaded Thriller and it took like an hour. Do you have to be present and win? No, we're gonna be doing the giveaway soon. Thriller.exe, yep. And I got the first virus on the family computer that way. That reminds me when I had more technology in the company. Dude, apparently that's a big thing right now. Us millennials are like in a weird bubble where we know a lot about computers, and like the generation before us, like the Gen X ain't too bad, but the younger generation don't know anything about computers. Like, I when I worked at the shop, I worked with people that didn't have computers. They just use their phone for everything. So like if they booked a flight, I don't buy stuff on my phone. I don't book flights on my phone. I don't book hotels on my phone. I need to sit at a computer to do that stuff. I cannot, like, I could do it. I could in a pinch, but like, I will never book a flight on my phone. I do it on my computer. But like, that's a thing now where like people are like, young people, the younger generation, they don't know like how files work. Like the fact it's like, oh, I need to go on my computer here and go, you know, I need to, where are my downloads at? Well, it's in downloads. Oh, it's not there. I moved it into my videos folder. Like this whole file structure thing, young people don't know that, because it's like, well, how do I get to my photos? Well, I open the photo app and all my photos are in there. What about videos? Well, I open the video app. What about, oh, I open Instagram or whatever. Like they don't know that. Gundam COVID. I mean, I have family members that got really fucked up from COVID, and I don't know a single person in my family who got sick from the vaccine, so we'll go with that. A little first-hand experience. Also, the whole MAID program is really, you got to really look into it, because most people don't look into it. The MAID program is actually a pretty decent program. It helps a lot of people. Like, I'm not going to dive into it. There's a lot to it, and it's not one of those things that you can like, if you got all your information on it in a 5-minute video, you didn't get all your information. I did a deep dive on it a while ago looking into it, because I had a family member who was contemplating it. It's a decent program for those that actually need it, trust me. Oh, floppy disks. I remember physical media. What's that download icon? What is it? What is the download? It's the floppy disk, right? I'm surprised I'm surprised it hasn't been switched to a thumb drive. Then again, thumb drives are starting to kind of. Do people still? Well, yeah, no, thumb drives are still pretty common. I've seen a hard drive. I've seen the save icon be a hard drive, but I haven't seen a program use the thumb drive for the save icon. SimCity. Dude, I remember we had, shoot, what was it? I think it was one of the Star Wars games, Dark Alliance. What was the Star Wars multiplayer game from like the late 90s, early 2000s? Somebody had that on like a CD and they like brought it to school and put it on all the school computers one day. That was fun. At your border kills more people than crows. Oh, are you a Fett person? Yeah. Okay. We're just gonna get rid of you. You're a great name. Hi, bye. Yeah. 1% of all US fentanyl comes through Canada. It's like 40 pounds a year or something stupid like that. We intercept like hundreds of pounds of cocaine coming up from the US. You have no right to bitch about it. Cool. When people don't like, I'm all for like, let's chat about it. Nothing's perfect. But if you're just spouting completely incorrect information, oh, someone who was originally mad software, they software will be across. Hey, that's shoot, what's the OS? What's the OS? What was the OS made by the crazy guy? Temple OS. The save icon in Temple OS, was it across? We had Max at school, so we did Marathon. Dude, Marathon. I played Marathon. We had our family computer. Our first family computer was like a Pentium 2, and we had that thing into like 2002, 2003. So it was pretty old by then. And Marathon was one of the few games I could play on it. So I played that online. I actually played Marathon online. Yeah, on PC. Take care, Spectra. Praise there. Yeah, he was an interesting fella, unfortunately. Didn't get the help he needed. Sprout off about weird stuff. No, it's okay to chat about weird stuff, but if you be just purposely antagonistic without anything to actually back it up, it's not worth it. I do not get, by the way, is it just me? I see nothing wrong with blocking people on the internet. Like, if somebody comes up to you on the street and starts bitching and complaining to you, you walk away. But on the internet, you can't walk away because they'll just be there, just constantly bitching. So you block or you mute. But some people like take that as like, no, you're not allowed to do that. You have to argue with me. And it's like, no. I block people from my channel all the time. Like, if you come into, like, if you go on one of my videos or a live streaming and just attack without anything, like, I'm okay with a reasonable discussion. If you bring points and critique, valid criticism, sure. But if you just start attacking, I just block you. There's no point in arguing. I just block you. You're not worth it. Goodbye. Like, it's this weird thing. I don't know if it's like the Twitter people because of Musk, like, oh, it's a town square. It's like, no, if I own a store and you come into my store and start yelling racist stuff, I kick you out of my store. You come to my little corner of the internet and you start yelling, I kick you out. That's how it works. The Pentium 2 400 on the slot. We had it was originally a Pentium 2 on the slot card, and then it was upgraded to a Pentium 3. It was a Pentium 3 slot A 333 megahertz, and we had 320 megabytes of RAM, because we originally had like 2 sticks, and then I found a third stick. I stole it from school. So we had 320 megabytes of RAM or something, and a Radeon 9200 SE, and a 12 gig hard drive. That thing played the heck out of like Unreal Tournament. I think we had the original Call of Duty on it. Tiberian Sun. I played so much Tiberian Sun growing up. Yeah. Like those Tiberian Sun was fun. Those old Command and Conquer games, I was never like able to play them online, but like I would just single player and NPC fights all the time. Dude, Tiberian Sun, the original one before the expansion, you just play Nod and spam artillery. It was great. speaking of, I'm actually, don't pre-order. I'm actually kind of excited for Battlefield 6. It looks, Battlefield 6 is kind of like, hey guys, we get it. Battlefield 3 and 4 were pretty good. Let's go back to that. Hopefully a little bit more 3 than 4, because 4 got a little too much into the DLC microtransaction BS. But Diablo, I never played Diablo. I am not a fan of that type, what are they called? ARPGs or whatever? I am not a fan of that kind of, that gameplay loop. I'm not a fan of that gameplay loop of doing the same thing over and over again, trying to grind for better gear and equipment so that you can do it again, but at a slightly harder difficulty to get better gear and equipment. I'm not a fan of that gameplay loop. I don't play a lot of games like that. Okay, let's do this giveaway because I'm getting pretty tired. It's been a long day. Link to sheets. I will give you, what time is it? It's 10:14. I'll give you like 1 minute. If you haven't entered to win some Polymaker filament, link in the video description, enter for your chance. Shows COD. Dude, COD, I seen a clip. Let me see if I could find it. Because I haven't bought a Call of Duty game since Black Ops 1. Call of Duty. I haven't played a Call of Duty game since, oh jeez. You want to know what's absolutely hilarious about this picture? Does anyone know the story behind this picture? Does anyone know the story behind this picture? This picture is used quite often. This picture is used as a meme template, so you might have seen it before. But does anyone know the story I'm about to share about this picture? So, first thing, in case you didn't realize, these are Canadian Forces soldiers. You could tell because this guy has a C782 with an L-can on it. That's a C8. These are Canadian Forces guys, or at least this guy's Canadian Forces. And I know this guy's Canadian Forces because I know him. He was in my regiment. I'm not going to name him because I'm not going to name him, but I worked with this guy. I have pictures with this guy. Yeah, I know this guy. I worked with him for years. His mom sent him the suit because they were watching Family Guy over there, and he called his mom up and like, hey mom, in the next care package, send me a clown suit. And his mom sent him that, and he got pulled aside by a colonel on his flight home who asked him about it, like, hey, this picture's floating around. So yeah, I know that guy. I'm trying to find, but basically it's like Call of Duty. It's all you need to know about Call of Duty. These are skins in Call of Duty. Yeah, that's Beavis and Butthead. You guys are dumb. They're going to be looking for soldiers. No, I can't find the GIF, but it's a GIF from like Call of Duty where it's like a Terminator gets attacked by a Ninja Turtle from behind, and then Beavis comes up and slaps him or something. It's like, what? That's Call of Duty. Like, I kind of got the zombies. Call of Duty Zombies was okay being a little weird, but like the whole skin thing, I blame Fortnite. Fortnite gets away with it because it's Fortnite. Okay, Fortnite, I'm okay with Fortnite doing the weird stuff, but like everything else is just weird. Also, why are you playing with a skin that's bright? That makes it easier to see you. I remember like playing Modern Warfare 1, where like the ghillie suit was OP because like you just disappear, like especially with the blurry textures back then. You hid. It's called camouflage. It's a thing. But no, Peter Griffin. Okay, let's do a giveaway. Let's do a giveaway. Yeah, today's stream was completely random stuff, I know. Let's see here. Boom, close that. Names. Tuesday, we are back on the Seaboard Trident. So Tuesday is Tubes Day. File, save. What's that? There we go. Hitbox was shorter. Dude, I remember playing the original Planet side, and there was this whole argument if playing as the female model for the character, because Planet side, there was very basic character customization. It was like male, female, and like 4 heads for each. And you couldn't even see him half the time because he had a face shield. But I still remember people were like, no, you play as the female character because it's an ever so slightly smaller hitbox, but nobody could prove it. It's like, if you're that point in the game where you're trying to optimize it that much, you're taking it too seriously. I got 198 people. Finish, random, bots. 198. I don't know what map this is. Slippery Slope. Where the core ones printed? Am I getting VFAs? The core ones are printing parts for the power armor, or the whatchamacallit, the Gundam, and I don't know. Here's some vertical parts. Guess what? I don't care. That looks good enough for me. The only parts I have are white because that's what it's printing right now. Like, you're seeing probably a little bit of infill bleed through too. There you go. I don't know which one this is because I have 2 of them that are printing. All I know is every part that's come out of there has worked for whatever I needed it for. I haven't done the whole update. I'm waiting on them to come with the built-in VFA tune thing frequency. Both those have belt tension done by, it feels okay. Okay. How this works, if you win, you get a spool of filament from Polymaker. But if I pick your ball and you win and you are the luckiest ball in the world, you get a free hat. This one right here by itself. Matt Mercier. If you win, you get a free hat. Everyone else, good luck. Exclamation mark zoom zoom makes your ball go faster. Exclamation mark gullible makes everyone else go slower. And if you like the smash button, ring the bell, and are subscribed to the channel, you actually grease your ball up and make it go faster. It's really good at COD, loved it, and they just completely destroyed it. Well, the thing with COD, it's a microtransaction game. If you notice, the maps in COD are designed to basically be a lottery, where no matter where you spawn and then you start running, there is a chance that you'll come up behind somebody else. The maps are designed in a way where you'll always at least get a chance every now and then to sneak up on somebody for a free kill, because they know the dopamine response from you getting a kill will keep you playing. They also do stuff where, like, if you buy a skin, they will automatically like matchmake you with people that don't have skins that are statistically worse players than you, so that you think you're doing better because you bought the skin. And then they'll do that until a certain point. Then they'll put you against players with either a new skin or skins and they're much better than you, and you'll start losing. And then you'll get incentivized to buy a skin. They do all kinds of stupid mind game tricks. The joy of everything you do being monitored and fed into a graph, they will optimize the fun out of everything. It's like why World of Warcraft sucks now. It's like World of Warcraft Classic was awesome back in the day, but now that everyone knows everything and how to do it in the most optimized way, it takes all the fun out of it. Light sanding will hide it with a primer cover. Sweet. I'm not doing anything with these parts. They're going right on the Gundam. That's why I play cracked. This is why I have, 700 something hours in Baldur's Gate 3. I am a sucker for good single player story experience. Don't get me wrong, some games I do like. Helldivers was fun. I haven't played in a while, but Helldivers, I had a lot of fun playing Helldivers with a group of people. Your ball is square again. Dr. Ronnie's way in the back there. Who's in the lead? Who's in the lead? Damascus Everglades III. Why is Durabun blue? Durabun, why are you blue? How are you blue? Because I used names from a list, so it's not like you paid for the game. Why is Durabun blue? Oh, oh, he won this game before. Or I think he won this before. Oh. Ron James with the win. Oh, Durabun has the top score, the highest, the top speed on here, I think. Because you know it's the same name, like it's just a name, copy and paste from a list. I think it pulls, like it saves that info, like the name of the person who came in first. So that would explain it. Durabun has a high score on this map. So congratulations, Ron James. You have won yourself a spool of filament from Polymaker. Ron. No, got it. Stupid pop-ups. No, got it. Go away. Freaking Google with all their stupid pop-ups lately and all their stuff. Ron James. There we go. Ooh, that's a cool print. Okay, you will get an email from me after the stream ends with information on how to collect your filament. In fact, I will probably do that right now. Let's do this right now. Hello? Oh. The wifey needed something out of the freezer. Okay. So. Doing the giveaway. So yeah, so Tuesday will be a tubes day. We'll be working on this guy. I have all the parts printed, actually. I haven't even looked at them. We printed these parts. See how this sounds. PPS CF10. Is the camera like freezing on anyone, or is that just me? I'm noticing the camera freezing in OBS every now and then. It's like doing a little lag stutter, but it's not saying I'm dropping any frames. So I don't know if that's me or what. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna restart the computer. It is freezing. Okay, I'm gonna restart the computer. Maybe it's just wigging out. Oh, it's not freezing there? Just a few times? Okay, I'll do a computer restart. But yeah, I got all the parts printed for the arm. I do have to buy piano wire, I think. I gotta order some piano wire, hopefully be in time for Tuesday. If not, I'll put it in after. But we got that. So yeah, so Tuesday, I'll announce the new community contest. Tomorrow, there is a video on the channel. It'll be noon EST. If you do not want to wait for tomorrow to watch tomorrow's video, hey, become a channel member or Patreon supporter. It's public now for you guys. The skeleton of CF. Oh, dude, that part looks so cool. The problem is you can't see it. It's buried in the Gundam. You can't see it. I'll show it in the video, but so yeah, so we're gonna call it there. Shout out to Polymaker for the spool of filament we gave away this stream and every stream. Links for all of them and more in the video description. Affiliate links don't cost you anything extra. Go along and supporting the channel. Some of them, like the Gamer Subs link, 3D Gloop, use code Canuck, save some money. And for those that donate to your channel, gifted memberships to others, or became members of the channel yourself, I thank you. Would not be able to do the things I do, create the content I create without your continued support. You make it all possible. I'm Taylor Canuck Creator. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Be safe out there. Wash your hands, and I will see you tomorrow because you're gonna watch the video. Good night.